Hi, this is Mel. Say, do I have the right number? I suppose that depends on who you're trying to text. You say your name is Mel? I believe you may have the wrong number. I'm not quite sure who you're trying to reach. Wait, seriously? You don't know me? I'm Mel. You know, Mel? Wait, me and Nolan have known each other for forever. Plus, I'm also, his ex-girlfriend. Ring any bells? His ex-girlfriend? I'm sorry, but no, this isn't ringing any bells. I know that Nolan never had any girlfriend named Mel, and I don't believe he had any friends with that name either. Yawn, boring! Let's just skip the awkward part and get to the fun part of this conversation. This is supposed to be fun? It's gonna be for me. So, I heard you're in the hospital right now for, a high-risk pregnancy or whatever. Excuse me? I'm not in the hospital, and I am certainly not pregnant. Wait, seriously? Why would you lie about something like that? Oh, so you do know he's cheating and you're just in denial. Oh, that's hilarious. I beg your pardon? Look, I'm just gonna be real with you. Since you're all, stuck in a hospital bed or whatever, I figured now was the perfect time for me to step in, be there for Nolan. Support him, comfort him, emotionally and physically. So you're suggesting that while his wife is supposedly in medical distress, Nolan began a relationship with you? As if I'm the other woman. Honey, you're the extra in this story. I have known Nolan since we were babies. Literally playpens, sandboxes, family barbecues, all that stuff. We grew up together. We've got a destiny-level connection. And that's very interesting because he's never once mentioned having a close childhood friend named Mel. Certainly not one he used to date. Of course he didn't tell you. You probably wouldn't have understood anyway. It's one of those deep bonds, not something some new wife can just swoop in and erase. So don't pretend you know the first thing about him. I must say I know both the child he used to be and the man he is now, and he's never talked about anyone remotely like you. Still in denial, huh? So typical. Anyway, while you're stuck in your sad little hospital bed, I'll be taking care of Nolan for you. Don't worry, I've got him completely covered. You just stay put and, try not to stress. That would be bad for the baby, right? You clearly have no idea how serious a high-risk pregnancy can be. It's not a casual condition. It puts both the mother and the baby at risk. You should be more careful about the things you say. Oh my God, chill. Do you always lecture people like this? You sound like someone's grandma. Well, given your attitude, yes, I'd say I'm probably old enough to be your elder. So you are a grandma. No wonder Nolan's been messaging me. I mean, he must be so over you. Seriously, imagine being stuck in some hospital with your belly all swollen and sad. And while you're lying there in misery, your husband's off having the time of his life with me. Can't say I blame him. You truly believe he would abandon his wife in a time of medical need? That doesn't sound like the Nolan I know. Oh, sweetie, denial's not a good look. I get it. You don't want to admit he's moved on. But that ship has sailed. You lost him, and I've got him now. Literally just saw him leaving work. He looked so stressed. Poor baby. Good thing I was there to cheer him up. I find this entire conversation disturbing. You seem very confident in a story that doesn't hold up under even the slightest scrutiny. Yawn, keep telling yourself that while you lie there in your hospital gown, totally abandoned. Meanwhile, I'll be over here, comforting your man. Maybe next time, be a little more present in his life, huh? Well, I suppose we'll see what truths come out, but thank you for the insight. Aw, no need to thank me. I'm doing you a favor, really. Just rest up and, enjoy your little vacation. Nolan's in good hands now. Oh, there he is now, walking out of his office. Talk to you later, loser. Nolan, are you on the train now?
Mom? Wow, this is rare. You don't usually text me out of the blue.
Well, I figured you'd be in transit and might have a few minutes to chat. Are you riding solo tonight?
Yeah, just heading home alone. It's been a long day, but I'm finally winding down.
I was wondering, how's Miley doing lately?
I went to see her 3 days ago. She looked better, and thankfully she's definitely more stable than when she was first admitted. But the doctors are still monitoring her closely, so we're not letting our guard down. I'm planning to visit her again tomorrow after work.
I wish you could go every day. I know you want to.
I do, believe me, but getting all the way out to her parents' place and back makes it tough. Miley actually told me not to push myself too hard. She said if I burn out, it won't help either of us. And honestly, having you check in on her with your experience as a nurse has been a huge help. Her care team listens to you and she trusts you. I'm really grateful for everything you've done for us, Mom.
Well, I'm glad I can do something useful. Now, I hate to drop this on you, but there is something else I wanted to ask you about.
Uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. What is it?
Do you know anyone named Mel?
Mel? Huh. No, not ringing any bells. Why?
She messaged me a little bit ago as she claimed to be your childhood friend as well as your ex-girlfriend.
Wait, what? That makes no sense. I've literally never had a girlfriend before, Miley. You know that. We met through a matchmaker, dated for a year, then got married. There was never anyone else.
Exactly what I thought, which makes this all the more bizarre. So who is this Mel, then?
Hold on. She messaged you? How did she even get your number?
She contacted me online, but here's the strange part. She thinks I'm Miley. She's completely convinced she's messaging your wife.
That's actually disturbing. Also kinda hilarious in a twisted way. Nah, I'm definitely going with disturbing on this one. Yikes. So what happened then? Did you tell her she had the wrong person?
No, I didn't want to risk it. She realized her mistake. She might have gone after Miley directly. And with Miley already dealing with so much, I couldn't let that happen. So I kept it vague, let her keep thinking I was your wife.
Wow, thank you for doing that. Seriously, Mom, you're amazing. I'm so glad you've been watching out for her.
Well, I'm glad to do whatever I can. She's my daughter-in-law. I love her like my own. I'd never let someone like this Mel woman get near her.
But now I really want to know who this person is. How did she even come up with that story about being my childhood friend?
I honestly have no idea, but I've saved everything she sent me. Rather than try to explain it all, I'll just take some screenshots and send them your way.
Please do. This is seriously creeping me out now.
You'll see for yourself. She's either confused, lying, or not entirely stable.
Great. Just what we need. Another complication.
Let's just stay calm and figure out who we're dealing with.
Agreed. Send me those screenshots when you can. I'll go through everything tonight. Mom, I think I finally figured out who this Mel actually is.
Really? Tell me.
So, I was cleaning my room earlier and found one of my old middle school yearbooks. As I was flipping through the class pages, I saw a name that jumped out at me, Melinda. I kept running the two names back and forth in my head, and then I finally remembered. She hated her full name and always used to force everyone to call her just Mel instead.
Melinda? Wait a second. Are you talking about that strange girl who used to stalk you back then?
Yeah, that's the one. You remember her?
Well, of course I do. How could I forget her? She followed you to and from school constantly. She was always lurking nearby, and there were times she took things from your desk like pencils and notebooks. We even had to talk to the school because it got so out of hand. Then her family moved out of state, and we finally got some peace.
Exactly. I can't believe I blocked that out until now. It has to be her. I'm gonna dig a little deeper and confirm it. If she really is back and trying to make contact, Miley could be at risk.
Be cautious, Nolan. This woman sounds unstable.
Yeah, she's as unstable as a bottle of nitroglycerin on a hot summer day. Don't worry, I'll handle it carefully.
Miley! Oh my god, congratulations on the baby. I heard everything went fine. How wonderful for you. Like, an old, used-up woman like you having a successful birth? It's literally a miracle. And also, thank you so much for finally divorcing Nolan. Seriously, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. Excuse me? I think there's been some kind of misunderstanding. Don't be so dramatic. It's me again, Nolan's girlfriend, Mel. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know I'm pregnant too. Yep, I'm already 23 weeks along, and yes, obviously, I'm keeping it. So if you could just get things moving along with the divorce already, that would really help speed things up on our end. I've got a nurse for you to design. I see. Well then, Mel, or rather, Melinda, isn't it? I think it's time we stop playing this little game. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? There is no Mel in my son's life. No childhood friend, no ex-girlfriend, nothing of the sort. Do you get what I'm telling you? Nolan doesn't know you. What the hell are you talking about, Miley? That's one of the many things you're wrong about. My name isn't Miley. Miley is Nolan's wife. I'm Nolan's mother. What? What do you mean you're his mother? That doesn't make any sense. I got this number from him. No, you didn't. You got this contact information by snooping through a phone that didn't belong to you. This phone number? You found it in Rex's phone. Rex is my nephew and Nolan's cousin. Rex? I don't even know anyone named Rex. What are you going on about? Let me explain. My nephew Rex and my son Nolan are the same age. They look quite a lot alike. They have a similar build, similar facial features, similar hairstyle. It's not surprising you got them confused. Especially if you've never actually known either of them very well. No way, you're making this up. I have been with Nolan. We've talked, we've shared so much. He loves me. Well, that's simply not true. You've been chasing Rex, not my son. That's insane. I would never make that kind of mistake. I know Nolan. I know his eyes, his voice, the way he talks. I'm not some crazy person. Really? Then how do you explain the fact that you thought I was his wife? You've been messaging me for weeks thinking I was Miley, and you claimed he never visited her in the hospital, didn't you? That would be an incredibly odd statement to make if you were actually following Nolan, because he's been going regularly multiple times a week. No, that can't be. I've been watching. He never once went near that hospital, not even once. Once again, that's because you weren't watching him. You were watching Rex. Unlike Nolan, Rex has been separated from his wife for over a year. There's no one for him to visit. No, that's not possible. Nolan loves me. I know he does. He's told me. He cares about me. You're just trying to keep the two of us apart. I'm only telling the truth, and I still have one more to tell. I think you'll want to be sitting down when I tell you this next part, because it gets worse. I confronted Rex last week after piecing all of this together. And? He admitted it. He knew you thought he was Nolan. And instead of correcting you, he took advantage of the situation. He pretended to be Nolan, and he slept with you. Oh, you're lying. I know who the man I slept with was. I don't believe you. I'm not lying to you, Mel, although I wish I were. But you're 23 weeks pregnant with Rex's child, not Nolan's. No, that can't be true. I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You're jealous because Nolan chose me over your boring little daughter-in-law. Nolan didn't choose you. He doesn't even know you. And the moment I showed him your messages, he was shocked, disgusted, and honestly terrified. He can't be. He loves me. He said we'd be together. He said I was his one and only. You were never even a blip on his radar. Everything you believe about your relationship with him has been based on a case of mistaken identity. You were in love with the wrong man, and now you're carrying his child. If I might make a suggestion, why not try and work things out with Rex? That could be the best thing for both you and your child. I don't want Rex. I never did. I want Nolan. Please, can't you just explain this to him? Tell him the truth? Tell him it was all a misunderstanding. Absolutely not. And let me make one thing very clear before I leave you. I've officially cut ties with Rex over this affair. What he did was unforgivable. Pretending to be my son just to sleep with a woman, that is beyond despicable. It's borderline criminal, to be honest. But it's not Nolan's responsibility to clean up this mess. It's yours. Please don't block me. Just one conversation with Nolan. That's all I need. I can explain everything. He'll understand. There's nothing to explain. Nolan doesn't want anything to do with you. He is happily married. He adores his wife. And you tried to terrorize her with lies. You harassed someone you thought was his wife for weeks. You stalked a man you barely knew. You inserted yourself into our lives based on fantasy. I'm not a stalker. This isn't fair. None of this is fair. You followed a man, stole his phone data, misidentified him, and claimed to be carrying his child. That is stalking, and I won't allow this conversation to continue. Please, just don't block me. Just let me say one more thing. No, this ends here. I am blocking you now, and don't ever contact me again. Goodbye. After I blocked her, I heard the rest from Rex's parents. When Mel finally realized I'd been telling the truth, that the father of her child wasn't Nolan, she had a complete meltdown. She was screaming, crying, accusing everyone of engaging in a conspiracy against her. But when the dust settled and there was no one left to blame, she gave in. She married Rex, not out of love, I imagine, but because she felt trapped. She was pregnant, humiliated, and with nowhere else to turn. She gave birth a few months later, and not long after that, she was pregnant again. From what I'm told, she barely speaks now. She just follows Rex around, nodding, doing whatever he says. He handles the money, makes all the decisions, and tells everyone she's fragile. To outsiders, it looks like he's in total control. Whether she's truly happy or just numbered by regret, I don't know. But I do know this, we've cut ties completely with her and with Rex. They made their choices, and whatever happens next, we want no part of it.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.